Finally, we got Blue Beetle, a good one. It's not like we had a good one before. Bro, who the fuck thought that was a good idea from Smallville to put Blue Beetle in there and make him nothing but like a big Tin Man? That now that is hilarious. All right, enough now. All right, Blue Beetle's now in theaters, and I saw it a few days ago, and I really enjoyed it. I go into this with moderate expectations. I'm like, it's Blue Beetle. It's not gonna be that crazy. It's not gonna be movie of the year or anything like that. It's just gonna be either fun or a piece of shit. And this movie was really, really good. It was fun, and it brings a new flavor. No more DCEU. We are officially in the DCU. I am so done with that other shit universe. Zolo Maridueña does such a fantastic job as Jaime Reyes and Blue Beetle. Like, wow, I have known him since Cobra Kai. And wow, this guy's come a long way. I remember he used to be a little scrawny Latino dude, and now he's a superhero. Wow, that's awesome. Went from a karate master to a superhero. That's freaking amazing. So good for him, man. This guy, I related so much to this dude because I'm mixed Mexican, and everything from the family to the culture to the way all the songs, I clicked instantly with it, and I was like, damn, this is like the most relatable movie of the year. Jaime Reyes, he's a good kid. He has a good heart, and he wants to do good by his family, and family's the most important thing. And I instantly clicked with that. I was like, yeah, that's exactly how I think things and exactly how I would do things. But the difference is, this guy is given the opportunity for superpowers to become a superhero. And funny how I called him a kid. We're both the same age. Now, the whole family element in this movie is the heart and soul of this movie. Blue Beetle and his family. That's the movie, and that it was so well handled. Angel Manuel Soto, you did such a fantastic job implementing everything into this movie really well. Good for you. Now, the funniest guy in the movie, as we all know, is George Lopez playing Uncle Rudy, and I'm a big fan of George Lopez's show, and I'm so glad to see George Lopez in theaters for a movie, because all his movies from the early 2000s, and I don't recall ever seeing him in the theater. But it was nice seeing him in here, him being the best character in the movie. He was so hilarious, man. We all need an Uncle Rudy in our life. As far as the cast goes, I feel like everyone did a fantastic job. Susan Sarandon did a good job playing a corporate racist bitch. She plays this so well, it's kind of crazy. The only thing I find weak about this movie was the use of Carapax, the main bad guy who Blue Beetle fights. I feel like he didn't do much. We didn't really look back into his backstory that much. You do it like a little bit, but not too much. It doesn't go too deep into it. And I was kind of crappy. I'm like, well, what is this guy's motivations? What does he do? What is he like? Like, no one ever really takes the chance to get to know the guy. He's just like in the background, and he's like an attack dog under Susan Sarandon's rule. So hopefully in the sequels we get better villains and better antagonists, but the ones we have here are fine for this movie. It's a good entry point. They're just fine. And also the first hour in this movie, it kind of drags a bit. The pacing's a bit slow, but it's fine because he's just setting up everything, making sure you get to know the Jaime and his family, making sure you know how the Scarab got to Earth. It takes time, like any other superhero origin, but this one didn't upset me because as soon as Blue Beetle gets his Blue Beetle powers, the movie really kicks up a lot and the pacing gets much better. Another thing this movie really does well is it inserts itself into a bigger universe. Like, this is the DCU, James Gunn's new DCU, and you can feel it. It's not really connected to the DCEU, and I was so thankful for that. And also, you know that Blue Beetle is not the only superhero running around, because you get mentions of Superman and the Flash and Batman besides that stupid joke. But they're so vague that you don't really think about, is he talking about Henry Cavill's Superman, or is he talking about David Cornswood's Superman, or is he talking about Ben Affleck's Batman, or is he talking about Ezra Miller, the Flash? No, they're just like, these heroes exist, and they can be played by anybody going forward. We already know David Cornswood's Superman, so I just thought of him. I just thought of a picture of David Cornswood in a Superman suit. I'm done with the other universe. So I give him props for that. I feel like that's really good to make it feel like a pre-established universe before it's a pre-established universe, you know? Yeah, and also the action in this movie. The action in the movie was sick as fuck. Blue Beetle's basically a one-man army, one-man war machine. He can make any weapons or guns he wants just by his imagination, and I felt like that was so awesome. And the way they used it in this movie was so damn tough. There's a part in this movie that Blue Beetle nails the bad guy to the ground. I was like, holy shit, that was so tough. I'm glad they had fun with the combat and the weaponry. I heard that the director got some inspiration from the Injustice 2 video game, and yeah, I could see a few of Blue Beetle's combos in there, and also Solo Mariduena sneaking in some of his Cobra Kai moves in there. There was one scene I was like, oh shit, that's definitely a move from Cobra Kai. That's definitely some of his moves from that. Now I was like, that's awesome. And this movie gets really fucking dark when he needs to. Like, I did not expect that, to have a whole scene that was just heartbreaking, emotional, and heavy. I was like, what the hell I did not expect to see this from a Blue Beetle movie. That was so tense, man. What do you call? Oh, goodness. Also, Ted Kord, the original Blue Beetle, is absent in this movie, but it shows that, oh, he just left. Maybe everyone makes him seem like an asshole, like he left everybody. But it was nice to see them establish the first two Blue Beetles. I thought that was pretty cool, since Jaime Reyes is the third one. In the end, guys, Blue Beetle was so solid. I was really surprised with this. It's really great. You guys should definitely go check this out this week or next weekend, whenever. If you guys want to watch a nice, fun, enjoyable, heartwarming movie, go check out Blue Beetle. It's definitely one of DC's best. I'm glad we're in this new universe. I'm saying goodbye to the old one. Goodbye. Don't come back. Goodbye. And now I can't wait for the next DCU movie, which is Superman Legacy. You know I can't wait to watch that. Blue Beetle's an 8.5 out of 10.